These are the 7 habits of the top 1% of women. Yes. Now, it's hard to be a woman. You've got so many responsibilities. You have so many things that you need to do that is waiting for you, that you want to do. That's your career, that's your personal life, that's looking after yourself, that's doing your hair, that's doing all of this kind of stuff. But there are certain habits and certain mindset traits that put you up there in a way that's easy, that's casual, that's carefree, that's effortless. And the first is the clarity compass. The top 1% of women know exactly what their values and their goals are. They know exactly what they want to achieve. They have a vision of exactly what their values are and their goals. They use their clarity compass to ensure that their purpose aligns directly with their actions, that anything that they decide to do, anything that they say yes to, aligns exactly with what it is that they want to achieve in the long run. To do this, you need to define your North Star. What are your clear goals? What are your core values that drive your decision and eliminate distractions? You also need to avoid shiny object syndrome, which means just getting distracted on things that are not as meaningful, might be shiny in the moment, that but don't mean much in the long run. They also assess themselves really often, so they're constantly asking and reflecting on them and what are they doing, and are things going well, and have they been aligning with their wants and their needs. And they also visualize everything. They're always imagining their success, and this improves their focus and their ability to actually execute on their goals. The second thing is that they have time mastery. They treat their time like it is the most valuable thing that they have. They have systems to maximize their productivity and their output. They don't just do things because. They do things like time blocking, they delegate, and they say no a lot. So you want to do a time audit. You want to analyze where your time goes, cut out unproductive activities, learn to say no to things that don't align with your priorities, and then outsource and delegate. Recognize what to delegate to somebody else. What can you outsource to another party to give yourself time to focus on the things that are really important. The third is the self-improvement blueprint. They are always thinking about how they can improve and how they can get better from where they are. This is a non-negotiable habit for these women. They are always thinking about ways to acquire a new skill, to be able to start a new business, or to be able to learn how to stop doing something that they know is being detrimental to their personal growth. They understand the importance of compound interest when it comes to skills and learning. The next is that they have an adaptability advantage. They are not stuck in their ways. They have a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset. They always view challenges as opportunities. They're happy to pivot and make a change when the need be. And one thing I find is that they're really interested in innovation. Looking at AI, for example, thinking about ways that they can implement AI into their day-to-day, into their life, into their workplace, into their family, being open to change and being more adaptable. The fifth trait is that they are generous, and they're generous purposefully. They give back really strategically. They are mentors for people. They share knowledge, and they just generally have a network of people that they are always kind of speaking to and advising just through their day-to-day life. They view mentorship as a legacy, that they want to be remembered as somebody who helped other people. And they know that building social capital is an important trait and an important skill and an important ability for them to be able to grow, but also to be able to create these connections that will build a network and a group of people that they can really lean on in tough times. The sixth is that they have mind-body connection rituals. So this is where they prioritize fitness, mindfulness, rest. They have daily rituals that they do every day that keeps them sharp and keeps them active. So for example, they have like a morning ritual where they start the day with meditation, journaling or movement, or physical where they go to the gym, or mindfulness where they're using gratitude or breath work, and they're listening to their body and they're really prioritizing the fact that they look after themselves and they're grounded in that. The last is they are visionary network builders. The top 1% of women are always cultivating their network. This could be for their career, this could be for their social life, this could be for their family, but they're always building a network of people around them. These are allies, these are mentors, these are collaborators, these are people that they can support, but they can also get support from. They know that there's a power in diversity, there's a power in being able to bring people together. And this is not about you leeching from somebody else, this is about being able to have mutual growth, both for you, but also for the person that you've connected with. They want to expand their influence by leveraging their network to think about new ideas, think about new ways to grow, and to just be that person who is able to create value for their network without wanting an immediate return from it. Now, I know that it's controversial to say the top 1% of women, and I know that's something that might tick some people off, but this is me being quite open about things that can make you feel more confident in yourself. And when you feel confident in yourself, you're able to then project that out to the outside, because confidence begins from within, right? If you are able to, if you know your values and you know your goals and you know what it is that you want to achieve, and you're able to execute on that by having people around you, by being kind, by being generous, by having a network that you can support but that also supports you, these are all things that will mean that you are able to get there. You're able to actually achieve it. Community is such a big one when it comes to success in the academic world, in the career world, personal life. I wouldn't be where I am now if it wasn't for the people that I'm around all the time, the people that I speak to, the people that I network with. And because of that, I created the Productivity Blueprint. And this is a community and course, essentially like a mentorship program where you learn how to discover your values, you learn how to discover those goals, but you also learn how other people do it. And you're able to join our community, which is on Telegram, to be able to speak to other people and say, look, this is what I've achieved, this is what I'm struggling with, this is what I want help with. And I've created that network to be able to have that group of women who you can lean on, because sometimes in life it's hard to find those ones that you have similar mindsets to. And I definitely have found that there's been times where I just can't find the people that I want to help me and support me in my dreams. Not everyone has that same growth mindset, and that's okay. But this community is a community of people that have that growth mindset. I'm trying to reach for 1,000 individuals. I'm currently nearly on 100, so we're 10% there. But I really want to make this the biggest productivity community in the world. And if you would like to join, then I'll leave the link for it down below. The community comes with, of course, the Telegram group, which is a live community. We do monthly workshops, we have the course, and you also have workbooks that you can work on at the same time as well in your own independent time. And this will just make you a more well-rounded individual. And yeah, I really look forward to seeing you there. And if you enjoy this video, do give me a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.